All right, hello. How you doing out there? This is Stockton, California, here at KXVS.org with the Sunday night edition of the Yellow Dot Spotlight Show, live and local music all around. And tonight we have sincerely Allison and Richard and Allison here from Modesto. And I was, very lucky to be double billed one time over at the Queen Bean, and that's where I met her. And man, I just had to have her come on the show. The amazing vocals and then the drum beats and everything is just such a beautiful thing. So coming up here from Stockton to Modesto, and so how are you doing today?
I'm great.
Yeah? Right on. And real quick, how can people maybe find you on all the areas of the media?
So we have Facebook and Instagram. Our username for both is Sincerely Allison Music. And then we also have YouTube. It's just Sincerely Allison. So, yeah.
And also, she streams on YouNow.
Yeah.
On is that a new stream, or which one's that one?
It's a broadcasting app. It's younow.com. Yeah.
Oh wow, YouNow. So I learn something new every time. So I'll have to check that out. Yeah. And so, is there like a ULR or some way to find you on that app?
Yeah, it's just younow.com/Sincerely Allison.
All right. Okay. So so how long have you guys been together playing, or how long have you been doing your music here that you've been doing?
So I've been gigging solo for about 2 years now, and he actually just joined me less than 6 months ago. It was pretty recent, probably like 3-4 months ago he started playing with me.
Wow, that's quick, because it sounds really solid when you see you play, and then you put out a lot of videos, which is really awesome.
Yeah, I do.
To capture, take advantage of that media, which is man, it's an amazing forum.
Yeah.
And stuff. And so as you do your music through the valley and stuff, I see you playing from Fresno and all sorts of different places. And what are maybe some of your favorite venues that you might play at? Which all of them I'm sure are great. Not to knock any of them down, but
no, yeah.
What's really like you want to go back to? It makes you excited.
So it's kind of funny because we actually kind of started playing non-local shows before we started playing local shows. So we've actually, because we made some connections down in Los Angeles and Orange County, so we played more down there, and then we actually just started recently playing more in the Valley. But Queen Bean is definitely one of our favorites. They're amazing. And we also did a really good show at the Grizzly Rock in Turlock. That's a super cool place. They have lights and stuff, so we'd love to go back there. And the Diva Cafe in Modesto as well. They're pretty cool too.
Yeah, I just heard of that place myself, and I can't wait to go back, go out there and adventure that way and check out that place.
Yeah, it's super chill. Usually people just like eating breakfast or lunch or whatever while you play, so it's pretty chill, but it's a lot of fun.
My favorite gigs. For me, I like being soundtrack to things. It's hard for me to be focused.
Yeah.
So when I find those kind of gigs where I can be more background music, I'm like, it makes me feel at home,
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
Definitely.
And so saying that, you're playing outside of town, during my adventures in music, I do find myself playing outside of town. But when I come home, it seems like people like you better sometimes, or maybe they miss you. I don't know which one it is, but it's really exciting to play outside of town because you can almost really be yourself, without the hinder of your peers. And sometimes open mics, that's one of the roughest times I have is open mics because you've got all your peers. And you're like, oh, no, there's Allison in the audience. Oh, my gosh, I'm so nervous.
No, yeah, definitely. We actually have played less and less open mic nights, I think kind of for that reason, because it can be super nerve-wracking. So booked gigs is always kind of easier because it's like, okay, they booked us, which means they like us, so, so we can relax a little bit. So
right on. So with your songwriting style, what would you kind of maybe tell the folks that haven't heard it, like what from the Valley of Sounds, that you're giving off, what would you kind of maybe say?
Well, my sound has kind of developed probably since he joined the band, so it's been changing a little bit, but originally it was kind of a darker sound. I don't know what you would call it exactly, like alternative pop, but just kind of more on the dark side. But then since he joined and since I started playing the ukulele, it got kind of more like upbeat, and so right now it'd probably be like acoustic. Indie pop, acoustic, yeah. We've tried to like keep like the serious lyrics and like the meaningful lyrics, but just more upbeat so that it's easier to listen to.
It's like a happy sad song or something on the ukulele, right?
Yeah.
When I was growing up in high school and stuff in the 80s, the word for us would be mods. We used to be mods.
Oh yeah.
And stuff like Susie and the Banshees and the Cure. Those bands which I still love. But that just cracks me up, all the different eras. I just had to bring that up. But, but it's so awesome. And so as you go through the journey through the valley and stuff like that, I'm trying to think that it's really nice to hear you throughout different towns. Well, what's kind of the furthest regions you might go? I know you said L.A., but locally, what's that?
We've gone to Utah and we've played there before.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
the furthest that we've played is we were actually going to see a concert, a Breaking Benjamin concert, and so we were like, well, while we're here, we might as well try to find a place to play. So we were in Salt Lake City, and we played at this little cafe called Cafino's or something like that, and it was super cool there. So yeah, that's the furthest we've ever played before.
Oh, nice. You know, that's why I love acoustic music, because you can almost play anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you got a cajon and a ukulele. Let's go, you know?
Yeah, it makes it easy.
So cool. If we don't mind, you know, what we're here for is here for some live music, and, you know, maybe we have a couple songs from y'all.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk some more about you, and then, so maybe the first couple songs that you might have picked, can you maybe let us know a little bit about it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, we'll go ahead.
Okay. Cool. So, what we have the title of the song, or what we got here? What?
The first one is called "So Long and Good Night," and I actually wrote this song not too long ago. It's probably only like a month or two old, so it's pretty new.
Let me get these cameras situated real quick, so we get a good picture of Richard. All right. You know what's so cool is Richard doesn't just have any cajon. He's got a rolling cajon. Oh my gosh. You know, I've seen this thing online, electric cajon. Man, it's amazing. So get to hear a little bit of it. But here we go, live here in Stockton, California, KXVS.org. Sincerely, Allison. Cool. You know, the first one's always the sound check song, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. No, so awesome. Gosh, your voice is amazing.
Thank you.
You know, it just flows so well. And you have some stuff on iTunes.
Yes. We'll probably play at least one of those songs. We have 2 singles on iTunes right now. One is It's Not That Easy, and the other is called Lost.
All right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So make sure you find them out there after the show, and keep tuning in here. So we'll grab another song. You ready for another one, or?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do Lost. It's one of the ones that's available on iTunes.
All right, let me put this a little closer for you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, because we gotta capture those vocals. All right. All right, here we go. Sincerely, Allison on KXVS.org on the Yellow Dot Spotlight Show.
It's late at night and it's dark outside, and the trees are whispering little lies. Can I trust myself or anything else? Should I follow this feeling, or are feelings too misleading? I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost, wanna get lost, I wanna get lost. I wanna get lost in the darkness until I find myself in craving, my mind is craving something new. Did you hear that? What was that sound? Maybe there's danger, danger all around. Maybe there's danger, danger all around. Don't follow me now, don't follow me now, don't follow me now, don't follow me now. I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost, wanna get lost, I wanna get lost. I wanna get lost in the darkness until I find myself and feel what it means to be alive. I wanna get lost tonight, I wanna get lost tonight, I wanna get lost tonight, I wanna get lost tonight. It's late at night and it's dark outside and the trees are whispering little lies. Can I trust myself or anything else? Should I follow this feeling or are feelings too misleading? Did you hear that? What was that sound? Maybe there's danger, danger all around. Maybe there's danger, danger all around. Don't follow me now, don't follow me now, don't follow me now, don't follow me now. I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost, I wanna get lost in the darkness until I find myself and feel what it means to be alive. I wanna get lost tonight, I wanna get lost tonight, I wanna get lost tonight, I wanna get lost tonight. I wanna get lost tonight, I wanna get lost tonight.
Nice.
Thank you.
Man, it just seems so effortless when you're singing. It just like comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. So,
totally.
did you have vocal lessons before, or it's just?
Yeah, actually, I took a couple voice classes at MJC, the Modesto Junior College, and then we actually got a vocal coach that I did vocal lessons with for a little while.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Because I don't know, it's just fluid. It's really nice.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
So, as you find yourself traveling around and doing different gigs, compared to electric and unplugged, which the queen bee of the Friday nights, it's so amazing that you're supposed to go there electrified, you know, and
Yeah.
accepting those gigs, it's such a challenge, you know. And so, what do you find? You know, maybe tell some of the people that might be up and coming, and they're in their bedroom playing, the difference between being electric and non-electric for when you get those different types of gigs.
So I think the hardest part about electric would probably be sound engineers, because not every place that books you has one. So sometimes the sound can get really wonky. So actually, a good tip Richard taught me is to keep your volume knob on your guitar like at halfway. That way, if they don't have a sound engineer and you need to adjust yourself, you could do it yourself, and then you don't have to worry about their sound too much. And then with unplugged gigs, my hardest thing is projecting my voice because it's pretty soft, so I have a hard time like being louder than the drum and louder than my ukulele. So try to teach yourself how to project, I guess, and not be too like shy and scared.
Also check out the acoustics of your room. Like with a cajon, it's good to kind of catty corner it and use the wall as an outlet to.
Oh, as an amplifier itself.
Yeah.
No, that's neat. Oh man.
I know. I saw that in some of your performance where you're walking around sweeping the floors with your.
Oh yeah, with the digi, when I do that, I try to find what can bounce off the sound, because sometimes wood floors will soak up the sound. You got to get away from it, or things that bounce off. And putting it in the corner. Like you said, it projects. And stuff like that. And that's a really neat trick of the trades, everybody. Like you said, just turn up your guitar volume just a little bit.
You're right in the middle.
Right. Me, I'm just full blast. I'm like, now what do I do?
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good trick, and I got to remember that because anything that helps out there. And it is the sound man does have a lot to do with your sound, and it's amazing that when you do get to a level to have your own sound man, that's a blessing. But yeah, going into any gigs, I still always use that first song as that's the sound check song, you know,
Yeah, definitely.
and stuff like that. So anything coming up that we can promote for you? Any gigs that are coming up for you?
Yes, I believe it's May 8th, right? Let me double check really quickly. I
Sure,
believe
sure.
it's May 8th. We're booking a touring act. His name is Zach Alwyn, and he's going to be playing at the Grizzly Rock Interlock, and we're going to be playing with him as well. He's a really cool artist. He plays very pop, kind of funky music with a band, and so we're going to be opening up for him, and we're putting together like the whole gig. So that's probably the biggest thing coming up for us. But we also have probably a little smaller show at the Shire. It's the community space in Modesto, April 15th.
Oh,
So,
right. Oh,
yeah.
nice. So some events to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know, people out there, you know, interested, keep an eye on Allison. And so we can find out again on Facebook some contacts of how they can find you.
Yeah, Facebook is a really good one. Like if for booking and stuff, I always message back really quickly on Facebook. And then, but if you want to just check out more of our music, YouTube is probably the best place for like music videos and our singles and stuff like that. So yeah, just youtube.com/sincerelyallison or facebook.com/sincerelyallisonmusic.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
Okay. So when you're making videos, what's the painstaking? Probably patience might be one of the main thing of making videos, from what I remember. But lighting, okay, that's right. We got to do that again. But I just played my best performance.
Yeah, lighting is always hard to get right. Also, just editing. Like if I'm doing a vlog type video, I tend to ramble a lot, so I have to cut it back and edit it a lot. I talk too much.
Never. You know, people get informed that way. You know,
Yeah.
it's interesting. You know, I've definitely enjoyed some of the videos you put out and stuff.
Thank you.
It's really nice and stuff. And okay, so here's some more live music. You know.
Yeah.
It's Sunday Night Live. Yeah.
Her name is Misery. So this is another new song. This one's even newer than the other one, though. I wrote this only maybe like 2 weeks ago, so it's pretty new.
All right, cool. So we get a treat. All
Yeah.
right, that's it's always cool when I hear bands or musicians when they do a newer song and it hasn't been really fully developed. You know, you play live on a station like this or something, and then a few months later you get to see the development of how that song kind of grew.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, definitely. We're hoping to record this one eventually, so you'll definitely be able to hear what it turns into.
All right, so
someday soon.
we got a nice bootleg version here.
Yeah, so this
Cool.
is called Her Name is Misery.
She's falling out from the inside as daylight sets to moonlight. She's crawling out from the inside. You can run, but you can't hide. So darling, get going. Darling, get going. Begin again, but you know I always win. Settle into your skin. It feels so good to be home again. controls me like a puppet on a string. And all the hateful, hurtful things she says, I believe her name is Misery. Her name is Misery. Her name is. Her name is. Her name is. She's falling out from the inside as daytime sets to moonlight. She's crawling out from the inside. You can run, but you can't hide. So come on, Misery. Come out and face me. So come on, Misery. Come out and face me. You can't run, you can't hide, and you don't control my mind. You can't run, you can't hide, and you don't control my mind.
Yeah, that rocks. That's so cool. So I noticed you do some rhythms as you're playing too. That's really neat. So you're giving off like even more extra sounds as you're going.
Yeah, I tried to. I've tried to kind of start doing more like more interesting instrumentals, because some of my songs just get sort of repetitive. So I've tried to kind of break it up and change it up more.
And some percussions in there with it
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
That's really cool. Oh, your stuff is always interesting.
Thank you.
It's really cool. And stuff. So you play the ukulele. Is there any other instruments that you might dabble into as you're songwriting and stuff?
Roll off the list.
Roll out the list. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay.
So actually I started on guitar, and then I actually only have been playing ukulele for about a year now, but it's kind of transitioned into my main instrument. And then I've also recently started playing more piano. Like, I learned how to play piano in high school, but I never took it very seriously, so recently I've started to take it more seriously. So those are my three main instruments, but then I was also in band and I played like flute and clarinet and all those kind of instruments too.
Ooh, the wind instruments. Those are precise instruments. You know, it's
Yeah,
not like a
those are
string
cool.
player. I was like,
Oh yeah, no.
you got to be right on sharp with that stuff.
Yeah,
That's-
that's difficult.
Oh my gosh. So, with the piano, you know, I think of stuff like Coldplay. You know, man, I love that kind of style. So, if we were to go jump into your car, back in my day, you know, we had cassette decks. So, what would be in your cassette deck? That if you just jump in your car, what would be the first thing we turn on that would be in your car?
Yeah, right now I've really gotten into the band 21 Pilots. They're pretty popular right now, and I just barely started getting into them, so I've become slightly obsessed with them. And then I also really love Breaking Benjamin. They're my favorite band. Also the Cold War Kids. I like Foster the People a lot. I have kind of a weird taste. It ranges from like hard rock to like pop, so it's kind of everything in between.
No, that's good because you get a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and it
Yeah.
adds into your own music.
Yeah, definitely. it
You know,
does.
I listen to more aggressive music because it balances me out because I am kind of mellow player.
Oh yeah.
But when I listen to more of that music, it kind of adds to the balance, you know.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
When I start thinking that stuff, and all right, and yes, what else is happening with the?
I think we're gonna try to plan another tour. We just got off tour not too long ago. We did a 10-day tour, 13 shows.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
10
That's,
days,
that's,
10 cities.
what were some of the cities that you went into?
We went to Los Angeles, Sherman Oaks, Monterey, Tehachapi.
Fresno.
Yeah, Fresno.
Paso
We
Robles.
Yeah, and Morro Bay was a really cool town we went to. I've never been there, and it's like really beautiful, amazing scenery. So yeah, it was just all Southern California. Basically, we started in Modesto, and then we went down to Los Angeles, and then kind of looped back our way back up through Monterey and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really fun. We got an RV.
Cool, you did it with the right style.
Yeah.
You did it right, huh?
Yeah, so we got an RV and we just traveled and stayed at truck stops, and it was really fun though. It was really cool, and we're hoping to plan another one. This time we want to do out of state. We're hoping to go like into Las Vegas and maybe up into Washington as well, hopefully.
Oh yeah, Washington would love this. I love the Washington area, the
Oh, yeah.
Tri-Cities and stuff.
Yeah, we've never been, so we really want to go and check it out and see what it's all about.
You know, that's kind of the fun things about the perks of music. You know, you do, you know, of course with the mass media, people still love live music. And so when you go play live places, you also get the perks of seeing part of the USA that maybe some people don't get to see sometimes, like all these different adventures, like you're saying, going to the Bay or something, the Monterey Bay or the other?
We went to Morro Bay.
Morro Bay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but places like that, you know, you can just soak it in for a minute that, man, I'm right here for, you know, enjoying the scenery.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, I've always been super passionate about music. Like, ever since I was a kid, I played music and stuff. But one of the things that really intrigues me about being, like, a professional musician is traveling, because that's, like, half your job is traveling. And
Yeah.
I love to do that. I love traveling, so it incorporates everything that I enjoy in music. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, I've had some local artists come in and go, and I asked some of the questions. How do you approach your writing style? I've had different things from, one of my favorite things is dreams, you know.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
sleeping, next thing you wake up, oh, where's my pencil? You know, or you strum the guitar. So what are some of your past experience of the fun, spontaneous moments that you can't believe that came out of you, you know? Is there some stuff?
Yeah, actually with the ukulele, what's really interesting is I've written probably 4 or 5 songs now in the car, because the ukulele's small enough to sit there and play it in the passenger seat.
In between stops, lights out. Cling, 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 cling.
Yeah, so something will just kind of pop in my head, and I'll be in the car and I'll be like, oh, I've got to grab my uke and like write. I have a notepad on my phone and I like write the lyrics down and just make a song right there. So yeah, that's one of the perks of having a small instrument is being able to write a song like right on the spot right there. So
That's awesome, because, you know, with artists, there is no time of writing almost. I mean, it could be, gosh, any part of the day, you know, late at
Yeah.
night or in between a stop sign. It's like, wait a
Yeah.
minute. You know, write about all sorts of stuff.
yeah, definitely.
Well, that's cool, you know, being on tour and man, hitting the streets already. iTunes, man, you got a lot going for you, you know. I'm rooting for you, both of you. It's like, yeah, keep
Thank
going,
you.
don't stop.
Thank you.
You know,
I don't think we're slowing down anytime soon.
No.
no, oh, that's good. That's good to hear. And so this would be some of these iTunes. So they're individual singles, but are you working towards an album, or what's some of the future of the recording side of your music?
Yeah, so we have 2 singles right now, and we actually just started discussing making an EP. So I don't know if it'll be a full album yet or just an EP, but it'll definitely be one of the two. We're hoping to have that out by 2018, so next year. But yeah, we've started compiling a few songs and a few different concepts, so it'll definitely come eventually. We just have to get everything together. And one of the things that we really want to do is, because I'm like big on like visuals and like videos and stuff like that, so we want to do like music videos for every song that we release.
Oh,
so
how fun, right?
yeah, so that'll be something that we're gonna start working on pretty soon. But definitely an EP by next year for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I can't wait for that. It's like fine wine, you know. You put it together, let it do its thing, and then when it comes out, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, hopefully.
Shoot, for sure. The stuff I've listened to online, I love. I'm sorry if I forget the names, but there's one song on the iTunes where it kind of has like electronica drums in the background.
It's not that easy.
Or it could be Lost.
It might be Lost, but
Yeah.
when I went to listen to it, because I seen you know, with the ukulele and the cajon,
Mhm.
but the music was so much more richer and fuller. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, of course, recording you can do a lot, but man, I was just thinking, wow, what a whole nother level I just listened to. You know that.
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to incorporate into our live shows more with the electric cajon, because our recorded sound sounds like way kind of different than our live sound, because it's just the 2 of us, so we can only do so much on recordings. But also we have an amazing sound engineer.
Brad Barth at Audio Voyage Record Studios in Livermore.
What's his name? I could write that down. Hang on. I'm always looking for a good studio.
Yeah, he's out in Livermore. It's called Audio Voyage. His name is Brad Barth. He's super talented, and he's helped, like, he comes up with some crazy ideas that we just love. So he's really helped shape the sound of our music a lot. And but yeah, that's something that we're working toward more getting, like, to our live shows, just that fuller, like, sound with all the cool instruments that we add in there and stuff on the recordings. But yeah, I would definitely recommend to anyone who hears us live to check out our recorded stuff, because it is a whole different production.
That's right. There goes Mike 3. No, I'm kidding. But you know, I find that amazing that you can give off multiple sounds. You know, that shows true musicianship of not that anybody isn't a true musician, but you know, when you're able to deliver different sounds at different, you can go to venues and just give off like a different sound, more of the electric side and stuff like that. When I first heard it, instantly, what I heard was the Portishead. Do you ever listen to that group, Portishead?
No, I've never heard
It's a group from the '90s, and I'll write the name down. But man, their music sounded a little similar to the recorded stuff that you're doing. You know, a lot of
very
electronic,
cool.
and then
we try to kind of, or at least I try to make each song kind of unique, because I get very bored of like certain groups who like have the same sound for every song. So I try to just, like, any idea that pops in my head, I'm like, okay, why not? Like, let's make that into a song. So I try to vary it as much as I can. Like, the one single, Lost, is definitely kind of more poppy and has like the electronic instruments, and then the other single that we have, It's Not That Easy, is almost reggae. So it like varies very differently.
well, that's cool, because that really, people would be anticipated to go to your show, because there's all these different flavors, you know.
Yeah,
And that's what I like. I like, you know, seeing all different aspects of what, you know, an artist can do and stuff, and everything like that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And so Livermore, I love playing out in Livermore sometimes out there.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
great little valley that way.
Oh yeah, it's a really pretty town too. We love all the scenery. It's really nice.
The Pleasanton area and the Livermore. That, you know, past few years they've really built their music scene and their downtown, which is nice to venture that way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so maybe we get a couple more songs, or I'm ready for some more tunes.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
we can
cool.
go ahead and play the song we were just talking about. It's Not That Easy.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's also available on iTunes, but also all of our music is available on Spotify. I just feel like I should put that out there because you could stream it for free as well, so you don't.
And YouTube.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
YouTube. So we have it pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
But,
Check out the free stuff and then go to iTunes and put a little money in the bucket, you know.
Yeah, totally.
I'm
So
gonna,
yeah.
I'm gonna scoot this up just a little
Okay.
more, because man, we gotta keep those vocals are so amazing.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
Okay, so yeah, this is It's Not That Easy.
I've got 2, 3 friends, maybe 4, I'm not sure. They all check out on me eventually. When I was young, I spent my days lost in the pages of a book. Now I spend my days lost in verses and hooks, and I can't seem to find a way for reality to sit comfortably alongside me. When I was young, all the songs were about sadness and misery, but now they all sing, don't worry, be happy, but it's not that easy. Don't worry, be happy, but it's not that easy. The last time I wrote a love song, you made my fingers bleed, so I stopped that real quick and I went back to being me. The world is falling apart again, and I'm just a small part of it. We can glue it back together for a while, until global warming sets it on fire. Don't worry, be happy, but it's not that easy. Don't worry, be happy, but it's not that easy. Don't you worry, just be happy, but it's not that easy. I've got 2, 3 friends, maybe 4, I'm not sure. They all check out on me eventually, and it's been 2, 3 days since I've seen your face, and I miss you. Yeah, I miss you, but don't worry, be happy, but it's not that easy. Don't worry, be happy, but it's not that easy.
happy. You know, smiles are always contagious. You know, you can't help but smile when you sing about happy tunes.
Yeah, definitely.
That is amazing. Cool. So, Richard, what's some of your background with drumming and percussions, or what do we have with you?
I've been drumming since I was 8. I was in like elementary band. I don't know what it's called, but yeah.
Right, huh? You know, the music in schools, that's where I started also. I mean, I wish, I don't, a lot of the schools out there don't have the programs anymore, and it's amazing that every time we hear somebody, going to school, you learn something, and, the old fashioned, I had to take violin when I first started, all those little clarinet stuff, but,
Yeah, I played drum through elementary, through middle school, and high school. I was in a band for a couple of years. My mom was a local music promoter, and at the time she was dating the guy that owned the studio. That's actually a connection there.
right, that's a small town, huh?
But yeah, I was always kind of like involved with music, and I took a break from it after I wasn't in the band with that high school band.
Mm-hmm.
But then we kind of like reconnected, and I've been playing with her just recently because I've been getting into it. But on that, I normally just do art. So.
Art. Oh, nice. So this is probably better than hauling around a drum kit.
Oh yeah.
It's like, wait, I got 5 more pieces. Hang on.
Yeah, no, this has definitely been a lot more convenient.
Right on. That's cool. No, I loved acoustic music as I got older. It's easier to go in and out of different venues, and if you do need to go electric, that's when, I don't know, sometimes that's when people are telling you you're ready,
Yeah.
and stuff, which is amazing. And gosh, do we have another song we can pull from you?
Yeah, for sure.
While we're here.
Big ones? Okay, yeah, for sure. So yeah, this song is called Big Lips. We actually did a home recording of this song, but we haven't decided on whether or not we're gonna release it yet. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's called.
Well, we definitely got it released here on that station, So
Oh yeah.
check it out, right? The bootleg version.
Okay, here we go.
Big lips preaching empty words, but you haven't told me anything that I haven't heard. Your rocking chair up against the wall, broken smoke detector in the downstairs hall, but there's a doctor downtown standing at the bottom. His hand key guitar is writing sweetest melodies. You kept on spinning until you got so dizzy you finally fell down. Big lips mean a big mouth, but honey, do you know what you're talking about? I'm throwing all my songs away, 'cause I forgot what I was trying to say. If I can't sing with conviction, I might as well write fiction. I'm throwing all my songs away, 'cause I forgot what I was trying to say. If I can't sing with conviction, I might as well write fiction. Gibberish spewing from your bitch.
with like really big oversized lips, and so I don't know, for some reason that's just what always plays in my head. So I always kind of, I don't know, that song always makes me kind of laugh.
I was thinking there's some story behind that because she's looking at herself laughing, cracking up.
Yeah.
So a lot of the songwriting that you do, that one might be a particular story. So is there many stories that you write, or is it just kind of a fill as the energy goes through you, or is there a specific writing angle that you go for?
Pretty much that song actually in particular, the chorus part, I'm throwing all my songs away. That was basically about one time I was trying to write a song about a specific thing, and I didn't really have inspiration that day. I just wanted to write like this specific song, and it completely didn't work. So then I threw the song away, and that's when I got inspiration for this song. And it's basically just like I don't write any songs unless the inspiration hits me, and unless it's something very true to like who I am or how I think, and I feel like a lot of people just kind of write songs just for like fun, or like they want to write about something, but I can't do that. Anytime I try to do that, the song turns out terrible. So
it's almost like forcing it or something. Huh?
Yeah, I can't force it at all. Like if I had to write a song on demand, it probably wouldn't sound good at all. So it definitely just has to be kind of in the moment, like whatever idea strikes me, and definitely like inspired by like things going on in my life and stuff like that.
Oh, nice, nice. That is cool. And your writing style?
I don't write that way.
I just throw down the beat. Boom, boom.
I just bang on the drum.
Oh, we always need drummers and percussionists, us string players. You guys do an amazing job. I can't compliment percussion players enough because you really help the pace, number one,
yeah.
and you bring the songs alive. I mean, I'm a rhythm type person, so anytime I hear rhythms and percussions, it really hits my soul, and it just really helps. So thank you, drummers. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, before when I was playing solo, I did not have nearly as many positive responses to my music as I got once I got my drummer and he started playing with me, because you could see people in the crowd when you have a drummer and they're kind of like bobbing along to the song. Before that, it was like they were just staring at me awkwardly. so drummers.
They're all looking at me.
Yeah, so drummers definitely add everything.
It is. It's a nice combination between strings and percussion. When they blend, it's an amazing force,
Yeah, definitely.
It's
for
the
sure.
gift that we all get, which is nice. We all have that, which is amazing.
Mhm.
And but it's nice that some of us really get to share it out on stage, like you. And
Oh,
y'all.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing and stuff. Let's see what we got here. Check. I gotta make sure I stay on time and track. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. So let's see. Let's see what we can talk about. Anything? You guys got anything on your mind? 'Cause
just YouTube probably. I'm trying to build up a YouTube channel a lot. So as you said, I've been doing a lot of videos lately. And I've been trying to do more like vlogging and stuff like that as well. So anyone who's interested in that side of things, definitely check us out on YouTube. And just that's what we've been focusing on pretty much. Just
so the blogging is telling a little bit about your story and your adventures. Is that what blogging's about?
Yeah, we vlog just different experiences, like going to the studio. We vlog about that, and we vlog just about like people will ask me questions, and then I'll turn it into a video like where I answer everybody's questions and stuff like that. So yeah, we've just.
Well, that's amazing. That's a great artist to respond back to people.
Oh yeah, I
'Cause
always try to do that.
Sometimes when I find somebody and you want to talk to them, and sometimes they don't respond back, and there's nothing against that because people are busy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But to take the time to to respond back. I mean, people really love behind the scenes. What's happening.
I love the attention.
Yeah, we try. So yeah, anyone who's interested in that side of stuff, I don't know. definitely check us out on YouTube. Yeah, for sure.
So as we intertwine with other musicians and we have great friends and stuff, is there any like concert collaborations that you've done with some of your friends, or like those special moments where like, man, I can't believe that night we got to collaborate for a minute and stuff?
Yeah, we've been putting on a lot of shows actually with fellow musicians in Modesto. Actually, a lot of them have been on here. Jordan Waters, me and you.
Uh-huh. Great folks.
Stevie Vasquez. I don't know if he was on here particularly, but he was.
Not yet, not my show. Hopefully
Yeah.
we'll have him, but,
Yeah, but yeah, we've been collaborating with all those people. And one time, actually at the Friday Nights Unplugged at the Queen Bean, it was really cool because we were on stage, but I was sick. I got sick like right before the concert, but I didn't want to cancel on them, so I played anyway. But I couldn't like project, and you could barely hear me. So then I was like, "Hey Jordan, like come up on stage and help me." So that was kind of fun because our friend Jordan Waters and Matt Sassenberg got on stage with us, and they kind of helped me through the rest of my set list because I was sick, so I could barely sing. So that was a really fun moment. We played a bunch of Sublime covers and silly stuff, and it was awesome. It was really fun.
That's like the super band, you know. When,
Yeah.
when people get to see that, you know, that's
Yeah.
special for the audience when artists can do that. You know, they come up for a minute and really compliment each other, and
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really cool.
that is cool.
Yeah, we're playing a Halloween show, and I think that's how the Modesto musicians page kind of grew on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we were in a group chat, and then that group chat's still what it is, but everyone from the Modesto area is now in that group chat, and so we've kind of all helped each other get gigs. We're like, hey, we're playing out here, do you want to play here? So it's kind of been, you know, nice because we'll like get each other gigs. And
Yeah, that's the way it should be. I mean,
right.
of course we're all doing our own thing, but it's nice when people can help out and stuff. You know, I always, all through the history of music, there's always been scenes that pop up. You know, for me, the one that always sticks out was the Seattle scene.
Mhm.
How all those bands stuck together, and they all got to rise together and pop out of that scene together, or from the '60s, you know, the San Francisco area. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Janis Joplin and the Grateful Dead, and how that scene helped each other, and they all grew up together and helped each other out. And so, anytime when I can hear a scene do that, it's like, I believe it's history in the making. And that's what you guys have at the Queen Bean, you know.
Oh yeah.
That's what I really felt going down there, that nice network, and of course there's always friendly competition, but you guys are like really supportive of that, you know. It's like, hey, you're gonna do a great job, you know, instead of, you know.
Right, we're all trying to do something with music, so the end goal is the same.
Yeah, like I said, we just kind of barely started to get more involved with the local community, but you know, we've been trying to do that, and I think one of the really important parts of that is just coming out to local shows. That's one of like the hardest things for some reason. People seem to not want to go see local bands as much. Like they'll, you know, pay $300 to go see a famous band, but they won't go to a free local show, which I think is really sad. But we've been trying to encourage, like, especially like my friends and family, I'm like, you gotta come, like, and support these local artists, because one day they're gonna be the famous band that you're paying $300 to see, you know.
Right, and you can
So-
catch them when they're free, or
Yeah.
for $5, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So that's one of the things we really want to try to do, is encourage like everyone just come out to local shows. I mean, you know, because especially with local shows, there's a really good variety usually. Like there'll be, you know, a pop band and then a rock band and then a solo artist, and so it's really cool. And we've been going to a lot more local shows, and we've enjoyed that part of things. So yeah, that would be my message to everyone. Just start coming out to more local shows, and if you don't know where to find them, I mean, Facebook is a great place. If you just go on like the events part of Facebook and look up your area, there's always local shows on that you can find. So yeah, that's what we've been trying to do, just get more involved in the music community locally.
Yeah, that is nice.
It's also a great tool to see where other people are playing, because that's how you get new venues and a new opportunity to perform at a new venue.
Right, and there's nothing like live music. I mean, that's where you
Mhm.
really feel it, and we're trying to get people to you know, remember that and go back out, like you said, go back out and see a live show.
Yeah.
And a lot of times these shows, you know, they're probably from 6 o'clock until 9 or 10, and it's not really a big window of your time,
No,
you know, to
not
check
at all.
stuff out, and you know, for me, that's how I like to find some of my favorite music is the underdog who's struggling, and then
Yeah,
their music needs to be
definitely.
heard, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're not out there. But a few bands that I followed in that sense was Jane's Addiction. When Jane's Addiction first came out in '88, nobody heard of these guys, and I had this demo tape. I'm like, you gotta hear this. This is amazing. Yeah, and it took a few years, and then Jane's Addiction blew up, and then watching them go through their LA clubs and all their hard times, and you know,
It's cool to see.
yeah, it's cool to see it. And another band that I got to see kind of do that was Oza Motley
Oh yeah.
from LA, which are a world music multi-percussion band. But I just love seeing that, you know. It's almost who's you watch their story, you know.
Yeah.
And your story is pretty amazing. You know,
Oh,
you know,
thank
already
you.
traveling and doing your thing, And I always find it hard that the more stripped down the music is and the less player you have when you make maybe a duo, that's a lot to project back out as an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of people maybe they miss that as maybe the audience, but I know a lot of audience people really appreciate when people do that. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just think that more people, should be involved in the local scene, because I mean, a lot of people that I know personally, at least, always say like, oh well, we don't have anyone to watch the kids. But a lot of venues like Queen Bean and stuff, they're kid friendly, and like especially bands usually if they see a kid in the audience, they'll tone it down and they're not gonna do anything. So yeah, I think just come out and support the indie band, because you never know where they might end up someday.
Exactly, to follow their story. And kids are the best dancers.
Oh yeah.
They don't know anything but the beat, and they'll just dance their butt off. And it's always amazing to see some little kid, and because little kids, looking through their eyes, they see a different world, and when they hear music, they just feel it. You know what I mean? As little humans, little people, they're just like, yeah, they're dancing, and I always admire that.
Yeah, there's actually this band, and they're really, really good. It's called 7 Year Sleep. They're from out in Merced. They're out from Merced, and the lead singer has a little girl. And one time when we did the Halloween show, his daughter was like in the crowd dancing, and she was like singing along with his songs, and I was like, that's so adorable. And then he actually let her on stage with him to sing, and so that was a really sweet moment. And I mean, yeah, so just don't be afraid to bring your kids out to local shows too. If you can't find a babysitter or whatever, we'll welcome them, and we'll let them dance around with us and stuff. So yeah. Definitely,
and that helps another generation to experience live music.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, my uncle's band around Stockton was called the Ninth Creations in the 70s, and they were kind of a funk band along the lines of Tower of Power and stuff. So as a little kid, I used to go to their practices.
Oh wow.
And man, that was one of the main kickers in my life. That was like, man, that's what I want to do. Or
yeah.
If it was in me already, it was a nice stepping
Yeah,
tool.
that's awesome.
As a kid to see all that stuff, And so you ever thought about doing music in schools, like maybe volunteering sometimes? And 'cause I know the school programs are really hurting sometimes. Once in a great while, I do maybe once or twice a year. I can get out there and
yeah, I would definitely be down to do something like that. Actually, before I was in college, when I first graduated high school, I went to Modesto Junior College, and I actually wasn't pursuing music because I was like, that's ridiculous, like music is really hard to get into. So I was actually going to college to be a teacher, and then eventually I was kind of like, no, I'm just gonna go for it. So I dropped out of college and I started pursuing music full time. But yeah, I would definitely love to get involved in that, because the school bands is where I started out too, and where he started out, so it would definitely be really cool to be able to help children like mold themselves as musicians. That'd be really amazing.
To be honest, we'll play anywhere.
Yeah.
For anyone who's willing to listen.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the fun part, Gosh, I love little festivals, food markets, all sorts of little things.
Yeah.
With acoustic music, it's easier to do that, which is really neat.
Yeah, last year we played at the Riverbank Wine and Cheese Festival, which was a lot of fun. It was pretty interesting because we had never been out there, so that was a lot of fun. We were on a smaller stage, but it was really cool because they were doing the wine tasting right there, so it was pretty interesting to see. Super cool.
That's a good spot. Wine tasting and music, they have to be, right?
Yeah.
No, I love wineries. Those are some of my favorite spots to play, because it is more of the art side of people, it seems like, and they really appreciate original music and stuff that's happening.
Oh, yeah. We also played at the Sculptera Winery in Paso Robles, and they really enjoyed it, and we sold a lot of merch that day, so it was cool. But yeah, definitely wineries, and they have like art on the walls too, so it's like totally that whole culture. It's very cool.
Oh man, that's nice. Let's see what time we got here. All right, we're getting pretty close to it. Yeah. Well, we can probably get another song out.
Yeah.
We'll do one more, and I think we might be coming about 5-10 more minutes, but
okay.
Yeah.
You want
good.
to do Good Night, Sweet Dreams?
Is that an
Mm-hmm. So this song is like one of the only love songs I've ever written. So this is called Good Night, Sweet Dreams, I Love You. Good night, sweet dreams, I love you, I love you. Good night, sweet dreams. Yeah, super chill.
All right. So love, is that a interesting question for you, or?
Oh,
So, like-
actually, I don't know if you know, Richard's my husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That answers the question right there.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been.
I'm sorry about that. Research team, what happened?
Yeah, we've been
Well, that's even
together
better.
for 5 years, married for 3, so. Yeah.
Oh, wow, wonderful. I mean, that's the best team. I mean, you get to hang out and
Yeah.
music
Mhm.
and stuff. Do you guys drive each other crazy or at times or no?
No, we haven't. He pretty much lets me do whatever I want as far as writing the songs, so it makes it easy.
There we go.
And yeah, we flow pretty good together.
Right on. What a great support system, and that's
Yeah.
awesome. You know, keep it in the family and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So where can we find some more? So again, if we can tell the audience where we can find your music and how to find you for booking and all that great stuff.
Yeah, so for booking, you would want to go to Facebook, facebook.com/Sincerely Allison Music. And then again, for more of like the music videos and that sort of stuff, it would be youtube.com/Sincerely Allison. And then you can also find us on Instagram, instagram.com/Sincerely Allison Music.
Twitter.
And Twitter, my username is SinAlleyMusic. And yeah, pretty much.
Now.
Yeah, just pretty much every social media. We have Reverb Nation as well and SoundCloud. If you just search Sincerely Allison, we're pretty much on every
It's
social
gonna
media
pop up
site.
somewhere on the net.
Yeah, we try to stay pretty social on the internet, definitely.
There's no excuse for not finding us.
Yeah, we just type that
if
in,
you just
Sincerely
Google us,
Allison.
we'll pop up somewhere. And then our singles are on iTunes, they're on Spotify, they're on Pandora, iHeartRadio. Also, if you go to cdbaby.com, you can find them there as well. So, yeah, we're pretty widespread. We try to be at least.
Come
But
check
yeah.
us out.
Yeah.
Well, all right, that's great. That way people can find you really easy, and you're doing your road work, and
Yeah, hopefully we'll see people in their towns eventually too. We'll be touring all around, so.
all
Yeah.
right. Well, we'll definitely like to have you back when you get your album together.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And maybe even sooner than that, because I love repeat guests and
Yeah,
find
of
out what you've
course.
been doing, where you've been. It's like, come
Yeah.
on back to Stockton.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming down.
Yeah, thank you for having
And
us.
this is great. Great session. And this will be up soon. All right. So this was Sincerely Allison live here on KXVS.org.
All right.
And all right, we'll see you soon. Yep, we'll see you soon. Next shows are Fridays and Sundays, but I'll announce who's coming up. I still gotta get that together. All right, y'all
Awesome.
have a great evening. And let me put some jams on. All right, thank you very much. This is David Perry Molina, the Yellow Dot Spotlight Show, Stockton, California.